Now it's time to hear from one of India's pioneers in sustainable mobility. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker for this evening, a visionary leader driving India's electric vehicle transformation. Please put your hands together, everybody, for Dr. Uday Narang. With a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, let's have him up on stage, the chairman and founder of Omega Seiki Mobility. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great to be here. Really, such a super environment. We talk about green energy sustainability. I know the traffic in Bengaluru is tough, but I'll tell you, I'll take Bengaluru over Delhi any day of the week. It's great to be here. Great setting. I just want to start with saying good evening, everybody. Distinguished guests, innovators, and fellow industry leaders. It's great to be here tonight. It's true pleasure to be here at the Industry Samurai Conference and Awards 2025, presented by none other than Meshmix, a platform that has become synonymous with celebrity, excellence, resilience, and obviously innovation in the Indian industry. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to really acknowledge someone who has been a true champion of Indian manufacturing and mobility. Mr. Dinesh Mishra, Joint Managing Director of Meshmix Media Private Limited. I'd like to have a round of applause for him for doing, and obviously also Ma'am Preeti Mishra, she's also been part of this. I also want to say Dinesh San has been, who's built just a powerful platform that connects ideas and industry, but also has been a great supporter of our mobility sector for a long, long time. His beliefs in the power of storytelling, and the power of manufacturing, it is something that continues to inspire me and many of us in the ecosystem. Thank you, Dinesh ji. I want to say, Dinesh San, it has been a huge bridge you have built between vision and voice. So thank you very much for hosting such a great event. I want to talk about, we stand today here at a defining moment in industrial history. A moment when manufacturing is not merely about producing goods, but it's also about producing change. It is really important to understand that. From the steam engines to silicon, every revolution has reshaped and has been showing humanity lives, moves, and thrives. But today's transformation drives by electrification, automation, and sustainability. It's perhaps the most profound yet. Across continents, manufacturing is reclaiming its central place in national strategy. It is no longer about efficiency. It is about resilience. It is about self-reliance and purpose. For supply chains to software, the world is rediscovering the true strengths lies in the ability to build. Electric mobility is not simply a shift in propulsion. It is a reconstruction of this industry itself. An EV is not just a vehicle, it's a living system of innovation. Every component, the battery, the motor, the control systems, and software represents a new frontier of manufacturing excellence. This is something that is changing the face of manufacturing, and it is something that India is playing a major role. We are moving from assembly lines to intellectual and to intelligent manufacturing ecosystems. Factories are no longer static. They learn, adapt, and evolve, powered by data, AI, and human creativity. This is dawn of what I call the great manufacturing renaissance. Ladies and gentlemen, we in India are being part of this great manufacturing resonant. And at the heart of Renaissance stands India, with its young, skilled workforce, a growing base of engineers and innovators, and a renewed policy push towards Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. India has the perfect ingredients to lead clean tech revolution. Which sets us apart is the spirit of frugal innovation, creating sustainable solutions that are both affordable and aspirational. We are proving that Make in India means invented in India, and more importantly, built for the world. The EV revolution is in a race to the finish line. It is a global relay powered by partnerships from Japan to Germany, from Middle East to Africa. Collaboration is the new currency of progress. I've always believed when the machinist, the designer, and the data scientist work together, the future takes shape faster. This is the kind of cross-pollination that Meshmix has championed, bringing together minds from manufacturing, energy, and innovation onto the one stage. And a lot of you are here. I know it's not just you, but all the people, all the companies, all the leaders in this nation that are working to make, you know what, US can make, President Trump can make America great again. Ladies and gentlemen, we were always great. We just need to make sure we become better. Today, sustainability is not a masterful and is not a moral afterthought. It's a business strategy. Factories that run on renewable energy, supply chains that minimize waste, and products that are made for circular use. These are not just good for the planet, they are good for the bottom line. What we do for the planet, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is good for the business. And I'll tell you, all the equity markets in the world are representing that. The industries that will thrive and those that understand that green is gold. This is very important to understand. Profitability and planet can and must go hand in hand. This is most important for our future generations, and this is important for how we take and we continue to make India a great, great power. And I think the young generations that we have got those capabilities. Something that we want to remember. Behind every machine is a mind. Behind every innovation is intent. The real strength of manufacturing doesn't lie in the assembly line only. It lies in the people. It lies in the men and women who run it. The worker who learns digital tools, the engineer who designs for sustainability, and the entrepreneur who many of you are here who dream beyond convention. It's their collective imagination that will define this new industrial era, an era that will define all of us. By 2035, more than half of the vehicles sold globally will be electric. By 2040, battery technology will be clearly important, and energy storage will reshape geopolitics the way oil did. But beyond the numbers, the transition represents something far, far deeper. A movement towards self-sufficiency, towards sustainable growth. And as we look ahead, I truly believe the next global chapter of clean mobility and smart manufacturing will be written in this country, in India. And as we celebrate Industry Samurai 2025 tonight, I want to say it. Every visionary in this great place, for resilience, for your courage, and for your belief in building a better tomorrow. A tomorrow which India, which all of us, this country, moves to be a leader. Once again, my heartfelt appreciation to Dinesh Mishra and Preetiji and the Meshmix team for creating a platform and building this platform for not only that honors excellence, but accelerates India's industrial journey. The world is watching India, and India is ready. The future will be electric. The future will be sustainable. And above all, the future will be the manufacturing by the bold. I am proud to be here for all of the year, all of the leaders, and Samurai Award 2025 to be here among all of you. I hope to learn a lot from you all, and I'll tell you what, make not just India great again, make all of us proud of what we have achieved, work towards in building, love India like you love your kids, then only we'll be able to make this country where we are going. I hope to have all of you here the next year, and I hope to see this even a bigger event. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.